All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Okay, ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You must be drinking. Check four. Kill. Hey, stand on. Check nine. Big river.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey!
Stidham sets to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, right. Hey.
Now Walton. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Ready? Ready?
On 3rd down, Stidham. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right.
Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on this... side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a give, right side. Walton. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down now, it's Walton, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Walton, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, they'll run with White. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's taken down inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers. Hey, box truck, box truck.
On first down, Stidham. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Stidham finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Stidham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line. Set 30 base. You won't see me in your nightmare, son. You won't see me. Hey, you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Now. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing again here, Stidham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he connects with Ertz. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Bring it. 74.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Man 5-7. We'll go 25 to Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Wentz again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch out.
Here's Stidham. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. On 3rd down, a run from White. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Protein spilled. Choose the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stidham on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Michelle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
64, weak. 58 to Mike.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And Watson has it right side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check the call.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go, Great.
This is Howard on second down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Go. 20! Check. Fresno. Kill. Fresno. Shift. I got it. For Tokyo. Hang in there now. 25 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz out to the left there and complete to Howard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Here we go.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come. Hey, exit. Mike 52. You ain't going.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
36. Chance. 6-6. Pull it high.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. You got it. You got nothing. Check the backer. He's cracked. 80 weapon. Checking crack. Two jet. Hey, Charlie.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
You're not ready. Hey, 5-2 on here.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Wentz.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Five nine. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
Into the red zone. Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Check. Sunday. Bravo.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On first down, Stidham. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. Yep. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Choose the mic.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 76 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A beautiful spin and room to run. Oh, another great move. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
61.
On the ground is Michelle. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going back to you. Check 90.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10. And a Patriot first down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Got it. 58. Come on. You better bring it. Chopper. Hey, Alpha.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They go with Howard again. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7. 3 bud. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. I got one. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Wins. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Noah Spence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stidham. He'll find Harry on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Stidham. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Come on.
Wentz going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Protein spill. Go.
A big spot now for the rookie Stidham. Here's Walton. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They go back to Walton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And Bryant's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's bring it. Hey, 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Hey, echo. Tight down. There you go.
Now Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation. having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 23 yards to pick up there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
74, 74.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it at the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go tackle.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Pats, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head